n'abasoma psychology tebaliiwo. Problemu yammwe teri ggwanga lyabayigirize. Basa abayigirize baba balya ssente. You will not solve any problem.
Okay.
Let me tell you, why should soldiers deployed to protect the government dance with the disgruntled people in countries like Malawi and other countries jemulaba amajenga gazina n'abajaasi n'abantu ba bulijjo government ne gagijjako? Because Karl Marx gundi yakugamba Nikoli Malichiveri yakugamba. When I read political philosophers, I read them, their environment, their time, and why they reasoned. Nti Machiveri bw'omusoma mu analyzing. But scholars bonna bw'obasoma oba analyzing. Machiveri, unlike other scholars, other philosophers, Machiveri worked in the Italian government.
Okay.
So when you read Machiveri, tafanana Karl Marx, who blamed everything on capitalism. Machiveri is more informed. Yaliko mu government ya Italy, n'agivaamu, n'awandiika akatabo ako The Prince, ng'ayagala ate government yemuwa omulimu. N'awandiika akatabo akatinze ba philosophers. Machiveri yakugamba, if you want to subdue your population, the police must be filled by foreigners.
If you want to subdue
yes,
your population,
if you are looking for an effective police, get foreigners who are recruiting police. But the natives cannot beat their fellow natives because whatever affects them also.
Chitufu.
If you want the army, put there the nationals. Foreigners don't die for foreign countries. Singa Kasirye Gwanga abadde yali kugambye nti Abasudani abaali babonyaabonya abantu mu gavumenti ya Amin. Olutalo bwe lwajja badduka. A person cannot die unless he is a mercenary. At that time when Machiveri wrote his book The Prince, there was no the hiring of mercenaries yaliwo. Machiveri akuwa ekyokulabirako n'agamba the Italian army used the foreigners to defend one of the Italian capitals, cities called Florence. But because a foreigner cannot die for a foreign country, they abandoned Florence to the enemy. Kati abapoliisi abo bemusindika bakuba abantu bakazi baabwe bakolawo ne baga nti Musisi ayinza okusuula gavumenti ya Museveni nga Museveni yamuwaana. Why? Wazalendo is the biggest circle in Uganda. It dwarfs some commercial banks. But when the soldiers borrow money, they give it to their wives. A soldier depends on mama, is the one who invests. So if you lock up markets, are you not affecting the soldier himself?
Era abakyala ba police abasinga bali mu butale bebalina obudala ku makubo bala wali waffe nakawa ku barracks bebocheza ku kasoli bebalenga ennyanya bakola biki
an effective lockdown mugere mbafuuze amasanyalaze masasule basasula amasanyalaze. How can you have rationing in the barracks za police? Bakazi baabwe batunda ki? Ono gw'osindika akuba abantu yo wino gyakola tewamugadde kubanga bw'ogamba ti abakazi abatunda ebintu mu wino basigaleyo n'okuba abatambula. These are contradictions.
Mzee Tamale, owino bamulese muggule nakasero muggule abantu bakedde genda mu butale bakubiddwa kibooko bagawundi ndi okuba nti bagende kati waki butale buggule?
Ati kati enkubooza Museveni baatuma okukola ebintu ebyo basanyufu
bagamba nti mugende mu enforcinga amateeka ago
abo tebazina n'abantu abo era the more we delay bajja kuzina n'abantu. The more you delay COVID.
Nze Tamale bera mulambulukufu. What do you mean? The more you delay bajja kuzina n'abantu.
Ati oluso. Era bali yenguzi motoka zitambula kati. Eno yo total failure. Abantu
emotoka zoko makubo jam traffic akyali ndomo ngawo yabadde.
Abantu bakoye obusuma. People tired of obusuma. I'm telling you.
Bodabodas are working.
President yakozesa nnyo Bible. Naye nasoma divinity. Bible etubuulira omwana eyajjanga n'akuba enduulu nti omusege gundya. Abantu bamudduukirira, but when the omusege came, tebadduukira baali bamukooye. You see, when you lock down, people ask, why are we not seeing lockdown in Rwanda? Why are we not seeing lockdowns in Tanzania? Why are we not seeing lockdowns
in Kenya?
In Kenya.
I think it's about worse than ours
here
in Kenya.
Nabagamba tosobola kubba abantu bali wamu. Even the allegations tiba pastor bafere singa bali bafere singa church teziriyo mulimu bakolera ne biyitamu obusamize yali eddiini ya Buganda ey'ennono era and what people don't know Abaganda baali bamanyi Katonda omu ng'essabu lya Katonda liri mu ggulu emukono. Katonda omu baali bamumanyi. When the Bazungu came, baalwanyisa amasabo ne bagookya ne gadda mu bitanda munda. Why did they survive the strong colonial government? Nga nakati abasiriki weebali. They provide service. Singa byali bifu.
Singa byasaanawo dda.
Yes. People get fed up. What these people don't know. Abantu bakoyi.
Mzee Tamale.
Ate omuntu bw'aba disparate. Abaganda bagamba nti manye bino byonna byaliwo. Let me tell you. Me am a very honest man. Very honest.
That's why people like you.
Let me tell you, is it the first time for Museveni to handle issues involving the population?
No.
Museveni cut off Katonga. Katonga and established a government in Masaka headed by Chigongo to take over the liberated areas that stretched from Masaka, Mbalala, Kasese. These were liberated areas. Why did the population accept? Provided essential commodities bakwata emwanyi, Masaka Cooperative Union, Banyankole kweterana, ne bazitwala e Rwanda, ne bagula essential commodities. Sendawula was Minister of Finance in the Chigongo government. Era bwe yaleeta toilet paper, bamutuma Minister of Toilet Papers. At that time, these people did not see the importance of toilet papers. Cover it for me lifestyles. Failure to access and the need are different. But because one, he gave hope to the population that the war was progressing, he established a training camp at Irwengo, and every time both in those liberated areas and people in Kampala saw it as a temporary sacrifice. Abana bayingidde, abana bajja. Had no problem. Museveni again, na tunulira Northern Uganda, nga Konyalumba villages, natta abantu n'abakidnapping. Museveni established camps for the ordinary people. To isolate them from the rebels, to stop capturing them, babattako ne babafumba ne babasiba ne padlocks. Opposition ne baleeta suggestion. Northern Uganda should be put under UN observer. Nga kibategeeza Uganda ebeere under UN ng'emmotoka ezigenda za Red Cross. Museveni refused. He brought a UN representative, the former president of Mozambique. Why? He also brought combat helicopters. Sente baziba. Naye yaleeta abazire ne baziteekawo. Why? Yagamba nze nasibako ne president million tejja kuttako ne myezi 6. Yagamba the problem is mobility. We are moving on foot, neighbors are moving on foot. How would we take an age to solve this problem? Yaleta combat helicopters. Obote refused to bring combat helicopters in Ruwero. A suggestion was brought forward, he refused. Museveni defended the combat helicopters. The rebels, people scatter and the army can rescue these people. His strategy in northern Uganda worked. Kony was defeated. The people went back to their villages, and like the Ruwero people, they even went with their sheets. Your success here, where Museveni has done things
with the population
that involve large populations and succeed. Museveni in 1983, Obote night have North Korean commandos, Nalita Tanzanian advanced training team, and the usual shameless British sent there, brought to us an advanced British training team to train Obote's army. They were training Abantu emitwalo 3.
Okay.
Under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Ogole. To solve Museveni's menace in Ruwero once and for all. What did Museveni do when he was surrounded in Ruwero? He said, we cannot defend this large population at the same time when we are tackling the advancing Obote troops under Ogole. Go back, denounce us until olutalo lutulemi. At how you see? This led to Obote's people like Rwakasisi, Samuel Mugwisa, and Paulo Muwanga organized deceptive victories to Lutalo Museveni Lumulemi. He got his space, took advantage of the spread, the wide spread Obote soldiers, hit them, demoralized them, and they overthrew their government in 1985.
Okay.
It worked. Museveni brought the system of getting essential commodities through LCs. He was opposed. He succeeded. Lawyers opposed the handling of justice by LCs who never went to school. Museveni succeeded. Nobody can remove the system. What these people did in the CA to change them from resistance councils to local councils. Kakati, have HIV. Museveni defeated an entrenched theory that it was witchcraft.
Yeah.
I normally say that if he had come earlier, Museveni not defeating the five killer diseases put up UNEP. What do these successes share in common to a researcher like me? One, people had hope.
Okay.
Museveni had no Basuma. Museveni was not a hostage of anybody. Today Museveni is a hostage.
Mzee Tamale, njala tu obere clear. Museveni is a hostage.
Yes. Musenirandi group.
By the way,
and this is an area where we have made a mistake. Celebrated scientists have patents. They have their journals. I want somebody to tell me a patent that belongs to Museveni and the end of Museveni's scientists.
We have done some ekiwanduko nga installing a lockdown eno. Yagambi, I'm just a mere puppet of Musenero and group.
Another successful challenges I've enumerated, Museveni will not a hostage. This is where the problem is. We are no basuma. Because Museveni started this Jatulo Kinga, Natukola Tutia.
Mzee Tamale, the essence of the first lockdown, what stopping us the spread of Yakauka,
because for me, I left the president's speech disappointed. I knew.
Not you alone,
I told my children, and for the first time, my man has no solution.
For the first time now Kiliza okirabye leti bingi nje badde bigana
mukino talina solution. Why? When you see Museveni attribution mukibano Museveni runagejja wanudde bajja banoonya temwafeekinga nga figures ne mukola mutya mufune 3.5 ate nze mbalaba ayiwakiremu era nze ninze ekintu kimu luli tumwebaze gundi omukyala akingi negundi bagende wa president ne bampaabirayo. Today you want Museveni or anybody to challenge me ewa Museveni mbalage recorded tapes where they are planning to share money. That's 3.5 trillion. Let anybody challenge him. Tugende fene uwe bakubemba waniko obugulu
obukakafu obuyina
bakubemba waniko obugulu. Let anybody nti programu za muzijjako bemba mwaso omutwe bino bimwakoze nti simanyi Kaliza yalagira abantu bonna Kaliza yafuga TV zonna afuge ye era bali boti ati mumwita mweka if you spend money ku program ku TV leti ezitalabwa then you are wasting your money. Is like buying a drug that is not effective. Ezange temujja zirinyako.
True.
Yes, ezange tebajja zirinyako. Naye wabegala ko program emu ni sightinga abantu. People are tired.
Ija kitufu abantu bakowo.
Abantu bakoye. Museveni bamwadde goodwill etuse weko.
Yeah, kitufu. I concur with you. People are tired.
Because unless abaganda bagandi kiziko katuchogerereko. Owebbango tumulage. Ne Museveni yennyini akkiriza nti byakola tibiriiyo. Why? Let me tell you. Okutegeera bamusenera abo ne ttiimu ye. And these people are timid. My children, one of my children, everybody in my family was ringing me. Have you been arrested? Arrested for what? Nobody can arrest me. Kakati kambabuulize nti never medical doctors batukoze bubi.
Yeah.
Nakuba mwanje ne mujjawo. Nemusenero nja mukuba. I'm telling you.
Mr. Tamale.
Kakati kankubuulize. Nti medical doctors balowooza nti musenero yavudde mu ggulu.
Ali special.
Ne bagamba nti omuntu yenna Museveni gwawaana bamafiya mwe bayingira. The first one. Eyakalulu okulutu. Abantu bataddeyo emmotoka goodwill bano balowooza nti nzige. Sort it down. Tebiliyo.
Mu lockdown yasooka twayigiramu ki?
Tewali kye twayigiramu anti baziyita nzige. Kakati katuzzeeyo. Kakati ate tugenda kubeera ddala bubi. Omanyi lwaki?
Nedda.
There are 3 factors.
Okay.
Simanyi abo bye baasoma. I don't know whether. I normally talk to my children. I have lawyers, I have doctors, I have psychologists, ngono wajja never agriculturists. And unlike my father, nze nsobola okwogera n'abantu I face challenges. I listen to them. Except I'm a very tough man.
Okay.
I was having a fierce meeting with them. Nti waliwo agenda okuwasa, but I'm sticking myself to only 20 people. And I will send there a person to counter the 20 before you go there. Kubala bagambye nti mmwe bajja balimba nti police ebakkiriza naki nga banoonya nze. Mirundi defied Museveni.
Yeah.
Orders.
Chitu.
There must be 20 people. And I must, before you go, my intelligence will find out wali bebakwese walala. That's Mirundi. Naye bwe mbatunulira bonna, a person who never did the political science and logic and the propaganda is dangerous.
How?
I'm telling you. Kuba kakati bo bano because Museveni sijja mu district asingako, he admitted. And when you see Museveni humbling himself, you know he is running away from responsibility.
I'm just a mere puppet.
When you see Museveni humbling himself, you are going to take a future responsibility. Museveni has escaped. From mawulire tugamba attribution according to Tonkwata. This scientist say, waliwo mwanje yagejja n'olubuto ne lugejja. No. In the future, if it is revealed that you used to sex numbers, mujja kudduka emisinde wa ng'abaalya ssente baddusi. Bakakati kankubuulire. Museveni has achieved 90% public awareness. Yes, because they listen to him.
Yeah, true.
The only person Ugandans can listen to is Museveni. Why? Has proved that Museveni is a leader. Abanyankole bakuga nti nnyoko bw'akuwa ekibya mu nzikiza olya buli. Tebamulabangako nti Museveni is a businessman. This is the goodwill abo bamusenero gye babusinga.
Okay.
Nti Museveni, people will start not listening to him. Wanafuka puppet, a hostage. Why should I listen to Museveni, a hostage, not listen to Museveni?
Kitegeza byempuliriza si bibye.
Yes.
Wakiwuliriza ono mwennyini alimuwadde.
Kyekibi nti omusawo omuganda omugulako oti ekibanja bwaga nti jjajja muwanga yaliko. Wano bakwata kayira. Bakwata abatta kayira ne babatwala mu kkooti, babakwatira mu ssabo. Ne baga nti muleete jjajja ayogere. Abasajja ne bagamba abalamuzi ti atulage nti ali possessed. Kubanga atasobola kikola. Kubanga ye teyabalabye.
Kituufu.
Ye teyabalabye muwange
yabadde kajja
ayogere. Kakati nze mbagamba ti the Museveni I know and I've been defending and who has been defending me has received 80% public awareness.
Nemze Tamale president statement zakola naberanga ye mwenye yagala obokulabisa banne aina statement je kuzana ganti yagamba banne nga being a good leader I was following what was going on in other countries nalabe cyali Italy nalabe cyali wa nenda banga tutage bitanda emitwale na 12
Museveni yakutega
nagamba bano nabaga baziteke unenga sizirabangako
musenero kati wa kitalo nnyo musenero olubuto luyingira baseka naye miranga muzaliro. Kakati nkugamba nti Museveni has achieved 80% public awareness. Bible batukwasa amateeka 10 aga Musa. Tewali bali muliro
bangi.
Yes. Mmwe ekulani yammwe tekubulya musiramu byasaana kukola
byonna
mu jahannama nkalu
ejjudde.
Why?
Yatuva ku mulamu.
Kakati ne bwe tubanga tukyayina abali stubborn abaganye to implement what I call Museveni's slap okuteeka ebiragiro bya Museveni mu nkola. How many are they?
Bangi.
But no.
Abaganye okuteeka ebiragiro Museveni.
In fact, this team confused Museveni. Why? Do you know that people were putting on masks? All of these taxi drivers and border people, we are implementing all of these measures to ensure that Museveni does not send them back to local down.
True. Let
Museveni make a research. To those who have been selling masks and those who have been selling sanitizers, where the market is high, it has dropped.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was done to what? The whole thing. What if you postpone your wedding? Ate mbadde genda okolewako okunyiriza embago lw'abagole mu bikola. Mu mass communication tukiyita adverse impact.
Mzee Tamale.
Okitegedde?
Yeah.
Nti today, to me, we would build on this. Nti people needed to improve because Museveni was blackmailing the population. It is that if you don't implement this, I will do this. Kati kyabadde abakangiramu nakyo kikoze eki kiweddewo tukubire musenero tumukubireko mu ngalo tukubireko musenero mu ngalo ne tiimu
abalatuga masinga munakola kino kubambaza mu ngalo
n'abaganda tugaa nti gwe mwana gwe bw'otasirika ngenda kukanyugira empisa ekulye. Yes.
Ate omwana asirise ate mu empisa
nekubulira ekyokubiri egamba nti what's the cause of death today?
Tamale tugenda kutuukawo.
Anti kyenkubulira. Let us assume that the people had ignored Museveni's directives as this Museveni team wants to convince the president. Today we have a vaccine. Today we don't have oxygen, which means the person who defied Museveni's directives could be saved by a vaccine and an oxygen. Musenero tumukubireko mu ngalo. Musenero believes, because I cannot attack the president. The president sent me to Musenero when he said I'm a hostage. I'm saying tuina baba nukachiko kaba nukabetenta.
Tusiteke mu bananga tusiteke mu bwongo. Lockdown yaziddwawo bani? Ba Musenero. Yesterday yabadde very clear. I'm a puppet.
Anti let me tell you. Let us ask, if this man defied Museveni's directives in the earlier phase, we would blame this man that he has committed suicide. Unfortunately, today we have a vaccine that has been tested on prominent people. Tetunalaba yafa. Owa Anglikani bamugema. Afende Muhozi bamugema. Muzeyi Museveni bamugema. Kakati kitigize yekola. Unless ngati babagema ntuufu. Kakati in the presence of a vaccine, what's the purpose of the lockdown? Because even those who have divided Mbagambi, nti n'abazungu bennyini mbatunuuli. Bayinza bagamba nti waliwo omuyaga ogujja ne biremerayo abali stubborn. Bano abali mu jahannama. Kubanga the argument is, Omuganda yafa nga talabye ku minsane ali mu muliro. Katonda amujajingira kuki? Kuki yali tanabangako.
Mungu takulinya kucho wali tomanyi.
Yes. Kakati kyembuusa. Tuvunaana kakati tuvunaana ani?
Eyabaza amateeka.
Anti mu ddwaliro temuli ddagala. Oxygen taliyo. Kati who is killing people?
Atabiteekayo.
Anti kyenkubuulira. Ate bakoze ensobi mmwe kambabuulire basajja mmwe. You are going to incite the population in these 3 ways. One, don't trade insults. Okugamba nti waliwo eyaweebwa ssente aleeta oxygen nti gwe olwanyisa ono mu bantu. What if that person is better is reasoners like me? Nenkugamba nti oxygen yaggwawo ezo ze zaali ssente ezo. Because the issue of oxygen is abruptly. Who was not looking in akakati mukyala wakubuulira nti why akawunga nga kaweddewo kino nga kiweddewo. Where the ministers, people in the Ministry of Health to monitor that ono gwe mutuleetedde tali wase ssente ezo. Why do I receive in the store things that are not equivalent to the amount of
my money?
Whoever talks in government about a company that was allegedly given oxygen nti yetuviiriddeko is stupid. Nekumbaga batu yogera kati oba osirikira eddala. Two, ulira, kati nkubuulira nti trading accusations will not help. Because mugenda kwevuma mwogere nti omusajja akubye mukazi we. Omusajja n'amugamba, omukazi n'agamba bba oli muli w'abafu. Ekyalo kiwuliriza naye ntubuuza ate ani abadde abafumba? Yes. If the woman accuses the husband of cannibalism, then she has also implicated herself.
Nange mwendi.
Anti ani abalira ku muliraano.
Era go wafumba.
Kakati you people, my son has told me, just be following. Nti a senior minister official in health said, nti those people, a company that was given money to bring oxygen did not do it. But I'm not responsible. You were stupid. Why? You did not alert the public. What if this person who brought oxygen tells you, what sente yo gwe naleeta?
Yaliwo.
Yes, tugeze wedding. Mukakati mu mnywa soda abasiraamu. naye bakristians banywa omwenge lwaki okkiriza n'ogamba nti ssebo kuleeti za bbiya wagula nkaaga naye omuntu yaleeta kuleeti aga olwo olutalo luli ku mwenge. Omanyi lwaki abatamiivu batugamba mugundi mu psychology ne mu politics nti a devil will always defend himself in the Bible. Tikati ogamba omusajja omutamiivu nti onywa omwenge galava ono. Yesu teyagukola ku mbaga y'ekaana ate n'akola mu kanyu ogwayombya kawasa n'omutegesi w'embaga nti amateeka g'embaga gagamba osooka kuleeta mukaka kati gwe ate bumuka gusembeezaayo nga n'abagenyi bagenzi. Kakati kyegamba nti when you are trading insults, when you are running away from blame, abantu bo babategeera ti ne kampuni gye mugamba allegedly temwagiwa okuleeta oxygen yo yaani eyo yaani gwayogera oli waani. It ends up in your home. You are inciting the population against yourselves. Because it does not help you. Like this woman who says you were cannibal. And the public will say, yes, the man will fire back. Yes, I don't deny. But who cooks? Who cooks the meat? The meat. Number one. Yes. When before the president addressed the nation, I was at Chibule's place. Former minister. Chibule mwagala nnyo. People were going to incite him to do whatever. You were young. Chibule, you were a younger man. Museveni tasulangako bantu be. Okay. Naye coach ayinza okugandika soko tuleko ku bench. Yes. Era akutestinga. Since for 8 years babadde bamwenyabonyeza nnyo ku nti bakole kino. But for me manyi ti one day alitegeera nti omusajja osi mubi. Okay. Ankoledde nnyo one day. Kubanga evidence comes out. Kakati nkugamba to the second point, I was watching the president. Before the president came, amawulire agaasoosa abantu babadde bagalindiridde. Mwabaddemu eddagala eribbe. Bwe kiri enansa naawo. How could the two? Why was the public first informed by nation television, hired, behind somebody mu first family, ne Kiliza naye alina first family gyalimu, group gyalimu, kakati njagala ombuulire. What was the purpose? What did this nation television want to achieve? And Museveni did not address the use of stolen drugs. No, naye babadde bamugamba nti ebyo byagenda okwogera byonna talini ttaki n'eddagala bali mu Bakowu. Bali balaga bunafu bwe. Yes. Nti eddagala balikola ki? Bali mu Bakowu. Gwe walabyeyo follow-up story? No. Walabyeko gwe bakutenga aligize? You arrest those national people obabuuze, where do you get this story? If a person, an innocent, an ordinary woman in Nansana can be found with a stock of drugs, worth 1 billion. Yes. Kakati obeddaga libbiwa buli kaseera oyo yabadde apulipeeringa ki? Ono yaleese eddagala balirage nga poliisi bwe yakutte eddagala eribbe nga Museveni agenda okwogera. That was intended. In the body daylight. To undermine Museveni's speech. Nti oyo tabalimba. Eddagala Tebiliyo. Eddagala bano balibbye. Eddagala balimutwalako. Era in fact president bali mu briefings nayogera ku ddagala eribbe naga nti I've seen somewhere but I'm investigating. If anybody is involved in stealing drugs, nencha ne babayolerawo. Awo bana bamukubye job. Anti nkubuulidde nti bantu bamanyi mass communication. Kituufu. Government temanyi. That's why they fear me. Nti me nasoma logic, nasoma propaganda, nasoma political science. Okay. Ne political economy. Nti fete tuli abo atamanyi omukazi oyo ali out of touch. Abakola mu Kampala. Ennyama bajeewola lwaggulo. Engege ne bazeewola olweggulo. Ennyaanya ne bazeewola olweggulo. Abamu baleka n'akatogo bakafumbye. Yes. Balekako ebijanjaalo. President yagambye buga nti enkya temukola. Ne bajja bataase emmere ne bakubwa emigo. Once you use medical solutions to solve COVID-19 without considering the political implications of your directive, COVID-19 can turn into akalolo, and akalolo kagoba enkoko ku magi. kakati kankubuuza bwe bagenda mu Europe after nga covid amaze okubagoya did they elect the Italian prime minister eyakazanyira covid became a ruling on the performance of government yatwala Trump
bwekiri
covid yakutwala because it has an impact an adverse impact on society. It has an adverse impact. Kakati kankubuuza oxygen kumwogerako kakati waliwo oxygas kakati kumanya abasajja babazibu ate oxygen bamuguze Kenya yeetakolangako naffe byetukola embeera in a crisis. The cannibals came up. If we wanted to see the cannibals, 3 cops. Kasaka cannibals bagasulidde cops. Negagula eddagala oxygen yemula. Nega cannibals agali embale negagamba hours has cracked. Era nako ni yensi muzanyira kuyani.
Mzee Tamale.
Kyembuuza. Did you know that in Mbale there was an oxygen factory? Bakitegeddeko kasaba alabinga siba gikankanye bamusenero bakankanye ebyo bimanyi mu trade union. In the trade unions, if you want to force the government to react to your demands, what you do? Mujitega. I was explaining this morning. Nti a Muganda man, if a woman wants to blackmail a Muganda man, anoba kukulisimasi. This is when a Muganda woman has the powers to era ndabagaino bagamba nti abo singa muyina ba scientists ne sex styles mwali zikyusiza kubaga kati ava mu nnyindo na mukamwa abamisoni bagita missionary style. Missionary style bazungu be bagireeta wano. The ordinary Muganda was not using that sex style. Bazungu bebagireeta nti a couple must face each other. Kati buli omu afuuwa covid amufuuwa mu munne n'atalifunye. Singa muyina good scientist abasoma psychology bamusenero kasa Museveni amwogerako nga Nakalema n'agejjanga ekiteeteeyi nga tekikyamutuuka. Why does Nakalema raid abayiga? Kakati another factor yeya exorbitant treatment 5 million per day. Nzo lunaku lumu nali mu State House ne baleeta omusolo gwa TV nengukuba nenyonyola president yali avudde mu ministry ya finance yampa $5 nti otuwonyeza omusolo naye nga bonna basirize. What I'm talking about is like nobody can misunderstand me. Mbabuulidde ti one kakati tuli ku kintu kimu. Museveni received awareness. I don't agree with this Museveni team that there is no public awareness. There is public awareness. Mwalimba abantu masikisi bazegulidde nabaga nti a person cannot value something useless ekiri free. Mubalimba emmere tebannagibasabako era mugenda kugireeta mubbe musome ne mubalimba amata g'abaana temwagaleeta. You cannot deceive an organized group twice. Kakati today nkubuulira what is happening because their excuses are narrowing. If oxygen is lacking, is it a responsibility of a man like me who has taken the precautions?
No.
Kubanga these are not effective 100%. Even a condom is not effective 100%. Who is responsible for lack of oxygen? Madam Musenero. Because if this man did not listen to Museveni, or by the time he listened to Museveni, had already got it, kubamba gamba ti omwana okumala okufuna olubuto n'agaana okutambula n'abalenzi ate balwongerako nti lemera ku feeza esooka. Kakati who is responsible for oxygen? And will you solve the problem of oxygen by extending days? Or you can even reduce the 42 days if you provide oxygen tomorrow. You alleviate the suffering because you are locking up people, but unless nabaga nti ente zirwadde kalusu bw'ozirookinga mu kiraalo ekimu tezifa kyoba oziwonyezaako. Kakati Museveni's argument is saying bannange amwe hostage amalwaliro tegalina oxygen. Amalwaliro treatment ya million meka
million 5 10
per day. Who has that money? Did Museveni address this?
Yabadde
hostage already. Naye bajja muddusa emisiri. Mwe ba professionals abalimba ensi publicly. Kakati nkugamba, is it our responsibility as abiding citizens to provide oxygen in hospitals? If we look at the budget, both government provided and the money raised by the National Task Force, would we be having shortages of oxygen? We have a company called Oxygas. Did you put their demands in Oxygas?
But we oxygen.
Failure to do this means you created an artificial shortage of oxygen. You are nawandika katabo kange, the surgeon, the cannibal surgeon, atana abatali bato. Nti ono musenera agamba muteka abantu kubunkenke mulange emirambo mingi nnyo Museveni ati asoma figures. The figures are there from God.
No.
Let me tell you. The figures you were talking about.
Yeah.
Kani Museveni and her team of scientists in inverted commas. Because I said, unless I get a patent from Musenero, you value people according to the books they have written, textbooks. Ugundupe book 1, ugundupe book 2, ugundupe book 3, ugundupe book 4. I want to say Ugandan scientist who has a patent. That's why university professors go on strike. How can a university professor go on strike? We just say university said patent. How many professors in Europe who have taken advantage of COVID to set patents? Unless I get the CV and the profile of Museveni scientists, I have a question mark on the scientists. Kakati nkugamba nti the second point. When I want to get an explanation from Musevene's team that has held the president hostage. When COVID-19 struck, did all of the diseases disappear?
No.
Let the group that is holding President Museveni hostage give us a breakdown. Nti COVID bwe yajja basukali
tebachafa.
COVID bwe yajja abo musujja malaria
tebachafa.
COVID bwe yajja abasiriki abaluga abantu baggalawo n'abatemu tebakyakola.
Mr. Tamale, abasawo
after this countdown, we shall know the actual number of those. But what I know is that even people, relatives of dead people, are given money to claim that they are dead, died out of COVID, to get access, because a COVID corpse comes with the money.
Mr. Tamale, waliwo ebitambula mu ggwanga nga abantu bafa obulwadde bulala bafuna nti ba COVID. Lwakikolebwa? Numbers are inflated.
Anti nkugambye baali baaga nabaga nti look, I know how mafias behave. Before they announced the numbers escalated. We had distribution of COVID, these masks.
Yeah.
We are ready. Somebody knew, because these are the batulayo. Ekyokubiri nti media yaabwe bagirina. Media yaabwe bagirina. They started announcing gundi afudde to justify. Ekyokusatu nti COVID corpus tuli batugamba be bamweziikira. Be bamwe cemetery ziriwa mu babaziika. Give us the cemetery. Fortunately, omukozi ono achenji mwali. Achenji tulagirire. Wali cemetery zaba nedayana mwalimu.
Tetugenda sema producer nga nakakilipo ako. Wali kakilipo nakatambula ku
mutima baba kuyenga batutese mi. Emirambo bagitadde walala.
Nga tegiriyo.
Nesingaba.
N'ekyo kitambula mu ggwanga.
Ande kugambye to these people, how come that the upsurge in death corresponds with the release of 3.5 trillion borrowed from IMF. Unlike the president, me cannot be held hostage by a group of people.
President yabadde ayogera.
President
yabadde ayogera yagambye nti yalabye ennamba zebamuwadde ez'abantu abalwadde.
Naye
n'agamba n'abala bangi gye bali tebagenze mu malwaliro gye bali waka. Muzeetamule abannaku z'abantu bati.
Anti Museveni admitted. Museveni himself admitted. Nti byakoze byonna tebiriiyo.
Ye mwenyini
yeewaddeko ebigezo yeekuba baba. Ono omukazi n'azina ne banne ne bazina.
Bamwanise
nkugambye nsobola okuliproducinga ku social media yange ngambalaga omusajja yazze ne file mu Serena where they have decided to share money. budget ya Museveni nga bagiyina. Let anybody attack me. Let anybody tamper with my project. Mbakubemba maleyadi. Sawolomeza omusajja ku gundi yange. Ngaga nti you bagged my house. Namubaginze eggulu. So you know. But even if is Museveni nganze Museveni nga balese figures ezo.
Yeah.
Nali kidde.
True.
But Museveni bamwekizamini nzenga waali ne bamuwa zero. Bano
bade bamukongoza bugere.
Amasimu ne gavuga akyogedde. Lockdown yagitaddewo kati banoonya bizimbe. Me am not denying that it is there. But COVID we shall coexist with this, with COVID. Museveni has done a lot of work for public awareness. And everybody is now had known. Buli omu.
Mr. Tamale, wayogedde ku nsonga ya prices ziri high. Is it dual?
President
yabulina yogera ku nsonga. Abantu basaba milioni 10, basaba milioni 5.
Embwe eyigengo, embwe esobola kuyigengo. Ezo zabaki.
Agamale go watch ngere kutenga kuonibwako.
Gambye. I sympathize with Museveni. We have a liberalized economy. These people are stocking a gas wab. Katika nkubuze. If you go to oxy gas, tell your demands.
They are there.
Tell you basajja bayina oxygen mayumba gabo. Na ulida memengwa. Mbo oxygen ayaka n'omuliro. Oxygen bomweteekako. You are admitting that people stockpiling oxygen. Nimi twije singa temwasoma temwali wumbye mindi ku byalo. What would you be doing in your villages? You will not go to school. How have you raided those people? What has prompted abantu bayokebwa amafuta ga petrol nga Museveni tanajja holding gakyayo ky'abantu? Why do you tell people that we have received the information that some people are stockpiling oxygen?
Mzee Tamale,
balita abantu ne bamwe bateekako ewaka.
Mr. Tamale, isho ne yokumanti n'abantu emirambo lukutatange yabadde kasese emirambo gibulizibwawo. Yemu kukisonga kana jolugambe organ trade nti amwe abagira mu bitundu by'omu.
Nti organ trade nagirwanyisa bwomu.
Yemu kwetambula.
Olabana batu mwebazere gonde balage wa Kaliza gwe babatenda ddayo nze ndiddayo nyamwe pig. I have no reverse gear. Mu program yange tulangiramu kubamba amanyi obujozi bwamu. Nze siringa bano ba families ezimu. Mumaze okusiba yigo mukomera afiiriddeyo mu kiwandaze ku mukolo. Singa bale badduka. This man died in prison. Why? Mbwagambye nti akawuka tekaliyo yali Katonda. Santi siulukamu out and say ne bamutekako ekkanisa ye bagigale enche gundi nojo mumwagala nnyo amabogo ewaffe muli nyangayo nga nfiiridde omwana nge ne mujja mwogera nemotoka ne bazooki olaba bwe baavaawo Kivumbi bamugobye ku mulimu Kivumbi bamugoba ku mulimu nti yaleese etoilet gundi seat ya milioni 7 tajjeno nti yagundi ne mumugoba naafa. We are mourning a hard working muvyo wange tubabetu bajjeyo muli nyangayo mwogerengayo ekintu anti amumadi muli nyangayo basajja mmwe ne mwogera ne mugamba abaana bange nti Mirundi has been a hard working man. A statement from Museveni only. State House teri kujogera. Government eyogerwako. Baba ekyalo ne babattirayo. Kubanza I'm not a hypocrite. You have been switching off my program one after the other. I've defeated Yumbu Jantu Tija Benyono kwaso omutwe. Lairo like an envelope. Kakati nkugamba nti unless we open up, we need a counter to Museveni's team of doctors. Two, if there are a series of robberies on the village, how would the villagers react? The villagers would react by buying stronger padlocks. The villagers would like by mounting roadblocks. If the figures are alarming, how come that this committee is not recommending improvement of in the protection of medical doctors? Musenero.
Mr. Tamale, what instance in the government?
If people are not dying in the
villages,
people are dying in hospitals.
Yes.
Whom would we protect first?
Abasawo benyini. Mr. Tamale, abantu bangi bejjanjabira ewaka.
If Museveni is a hostage, then we should form a team of getting him out of his being a hostage.
Mr. Tamale, ochimanyi abantu bangi batugenda malwaliro balwadde.
We must counter this thing. It's not from God. These are not the most experienced medical doctors we have. Some of them have profiles which are laughable, so they cannot hold the country at ransom.
Mr. Tamale, the question is, ochimanyi abantu kati batugenda malwaliro nga balwadde. Kubanga bagabulya agenda afa bufu.
Anti kyenkubulya kiri kimu. Nakugambye nti a surgeon who is a cannibal, you cannot tell n'omusava amulya. Naye nga teyalifudde. Two, mbagambye nti singa tulina ba researchers would tell us nti you see, if somebody is already on strong drugs like HIV, if you inject him with another strong drug, tafa. Musenero, answer this. Musenero, answer this. You are so powerful, you have held the president hostage. You tell us the scientific explanation. Oba temuliiwo, kubanga batukola bubi. Beeyita ba scientists nga tebaliiwo. Kakati, why don't we rely on information from highly developed countries?
Yeah.
What happened? Because those countries, in the first place, they integrated it.
Yeah.
Naye baategeera nti ekitutisizza abantu abangi kiki. Nti abantu bazze Harris baali baginigirekitinga dda mu Europe nga bali ku mizinga bali ku ki. The moment they realized twetaaga ventilators, twetaaga oxygen mungi, twagala space y'ebitanda nnene, twagala ki, basolopinga issue. The moment you identify a problem, you provide the answer quickly.
Yes.
Why have we failed to provide the answers? Nabadde enjogera ne Hajati Kawoya. Those are revolutionary people benjagala. Yagambye nti accessories bagema ne babamala. Omanyi omuntu ali traveled ayina information y'amaanyi. The second one, nanga nti Rwanda bayina ekyuma kya ssaawa 6. 6 hours nga bakutuuliriza wali. Ne bategeera obiina oba toyina. Ekyawana kyammeka. Baatugana National Task Force yaguze ebyuma ku borders zonna. President n'abaga nti abange nti bazzukulu bange abagenda mu bamalaaya mu basajja baabwe emmotoka nti twaguze bad black miliyoni 600 ayogerera miliyoni 600. Alakabakube balaayi mukyenyi. Basajja mu mwali batete mwogera na mu bantu. Nawandika ano ne mbagamba. Mwali you would be hiding instead of being arrogant. You would apologize to the country. Mwali apologize to Ugandans. Kino kijja na balola. Era kay waliyo omugaba guyita kijja na balola. Nakugamba nti the mistakes committed by mafias in Uganda. I witnessed an interesting incident in my village as I was growing up. An old woman called Mulinywa died from a disease which had symptoms similar to those of coronavirus. In my language, we call it Oluyiro. Its victims suffer persistent coughing and breathing challenges. However, we had well-known cannibals at my village. Whoever shared Mulinywa's corpse developed dead Oluyiro, which confirmed that the victim had eaten Mulinywa's dead body. Bano kati balya Mulinywa. Kati bonna batawanya ggwanga. The mafia in Uganda who take advantage of every calamity to enrich themselves saw coronavirus outbreak as an opportunity to steal money. When President Museveni introduced tough measures, the mafias were not threatened. Borders remained open as well as Entebbe International Airport. The president allowed the people to enter the country on condition that they would be quarantined for 14 days, but pay for the cost of accommodation and feeding during this period. This became attractive to the mafia gang, who knew they would influence the authorities to take travelers into their hotels. In fact, yasasulwa billioni 5 nga tewali asuzeemu. Bwe nabakuba ne bagende wa president ne bampaabira. President bw'abagoba emisinde ne balage wakaliisa nga mpita jogono ndi mumalamu. Eyo yokka yeriwo. Ne bakwata Nsubuga. Ono yali mu poliisi eyagudde MP. Najja ne miliyoni 600 namukwata enyondo ne mugoba nalo. Kuba nategeera bajja gamba president yatusabye sente. Nze sisaba sente. Nze kati ne bonga nti njogere n'oyo gumusenze I cannot. Ne bonnonda kakikoko na I cannot. I don't work under people. No. I don't work under people. nze ompa budget yange. That's why mbagamba program zange temujja zirangamu. Nkugamba nti who knew they would influence the authorities to take travelers into their hotel? They did it. Waliwo omukazi yali avudde bweru ne babatwala mugundi mu hotel yali kolole. Kati omukazi yali ayina emmotoka gy'ayagala okugenda mu campaign ng'agenda kuvuganya mu Western Uganda nga nina emmotoka Land Cruiser. Omukazi yajja n'aŋŋamba nti oluddewo okujja konserwaki nti bampadde essaawa emu okuddayo mu hoteero. Was moving. Owa coronavirus ali Rocketap. Yajja okulamusa emmotoka era nti kaseyogera nti avudde mugundi nze ndenvaawo nendekawo ba brokers. A woman who was supposed to be locked up for 14 days sneaked out to buy nga bamugambye nti nina gundi Land Cruiser gyentunda. Yajja n'ava mugundi ne badira omusajja Hoima ne bakwata mukazi we.